Yeah.
Derailed.
Absolutely.
But you know what? This week, I was thinking maybe Nick, you should host, or
Welcome to Derailed with your host, Brad Bodine.
Brad's hosting.
Thanks, you guys. What an honor. Hey, welcome to Derailed, everybody. I am your co-host, Brad Bodine. Figured this week we would hand off our hosting duties to the man himself, Eric Pedigo.
You guys, I feel like it's a good week for Brad. I'm going to kick it right. I think Brad is our host.
It is an absolute honor, ladies and gentlemen. If I could kick it over to your host, Nicholas Robert
I'll be the host.
Pedigo.
I'll be the host. I'm hosting.
Oh, no, I don't like this. Let's go back to the way it was.
All right. Hey, guys.
Where
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
the host.
welcome to Derailed. I'm your host, Bradley A. Bodine. I'm your one and only host. The other guys are
This feels better. Gentlemen,
Boys.
had to take a week off.
Yeah.
Went to Nashville.
Yeah. Emphasis on the week. Because
Okay. Yeah.
with your weak ass.
Certainly didn't take a strong, powerful off.
No.
Those are spelled different.
Huh?
Yeah. Two different weeks.
Oh, language is a farce,
No,
anyways.
it was-
It's not real. That's all.
But I had a good time. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. How was Nashville, dude? Tell us about your trip.
I had a good time. Thanks for asking. So, what I wanted to get into
Good.
a little bit.
That's it about Nashville.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
We don't talk about
I appreciate you asking.
I asked.
Yeah.
He asked.
I asked. What's up, buddy?
Another major we've had a few other major things go down since then. For one, last night did a little game night with espresso martinis.
So fun.
At the house.
So fun.
Fun.
And that was a good time. And then we had Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Since we've been here last.
We had Thanksgiving. We didn't get
We
to
didn't
have.
have Thanksgiving.
Right.
We did all experience Thanksgiving,
Yes.
just not collectively.
No, all my Thanksgivings are today. Not, I was going to say this weekend, but today's the last day of the weekend.
Felt like there was just so much more to that
yeah,
sentence.
just
All
dropped
mine are
off.
today.
And then that was the end.
I have 2 to 3 Thanksgivings to attend today.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All today?
Absolutely, yeah.
Last Thursday was Thanksgiving, and you did experience that day.
I existed that day.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And then another thing, like we had at my work where I work, the real estate group is where I work. I'm a real estate agent at the real estate group.
Shout outs.
And we had like a Thanksgiving potluck,
Ooh.
right?
Oh.
And so Thanksgiving itself is kind of like a big potluck.
It is.
And that's been legal here for a few years in the state
Yeah.
of Illinois.
Since
Yeah.
2020.
Lucky us.
Right.
Okay.
We were one of the first handful, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I go to the work potluck.
Yeah.
And I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because my wife, sweet Amanda, is saying,
Shout outs.
"Hey, it's a potluck. You have to bring something."
I feel like that's implied, yeah.
Yeah, that's the literal definition of a
Right.
potluck is everybody bring
That's
a pot,
the luck part.
right? And then see
Is
if you get lucky.
Try it.
You know what I mean?
Try your luck.
Yeah.
Right.
Try your luck at this pot. So, but I show up and I'm like, nah. You know what? Nah.
Okay.
I'm showing up empty-handed because here's
Yeah.
the thing: when everybody brings an entire dish, that equals one entire dish per everyone.
Yeah.
That's
yep.
too much.
Oh, yeah.
That's way too much
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
supposed to put 33 spoonfuls on your plate.
Yeah.
Right? That's way too much food.
The fuck do I look like a grizzly bear before he goes into hibernation or something?
So I show up
eat a lot of food,
empty-handed.
yeah.
I learned a lot about grizzly bears recently. Sorry, guys. I'm going to bring up a lot of bear facts. Sorry, go ahead.
And I told him, "You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome," because now there's not going to be so much extra food.
Yeah.
Did you a favor.
The best thing I could do is show up with nothing.
Absolutely.
Here's some of my dog's hairs on your microphone, pal. I'll get it.
God. Thanks for not
that was my
dropping it
dog.
in my coffee. I was worried that was about to
Okay,
happen.
great.
I watched your hand. I was
Or
like,
not even
"No."
drop it, just dip it.
Yeah.
A little dip.
That's your ice water, by the way, Eric Pedigo.
Oh,
I don't know if you
That was very thoughtful of you, Eric.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
mine.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You put your
Feels like
fingers in it.
Just one.
You don't know where your finger is, Ben.
I do.
it is.
I was there.
It's attached to his body.
I was there. Gross. Yeah, I think that was the most considerate thing for you to do for
Yeah.
your coworkers. is-
Empty-handed.
is to show up like
Just ate their stuff.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. is what he said.
Show up with a full heart and an empty belly.
Yep.
You know,
Nothing for you to clean up later,
and fucking nothing in your hands.
Boom.
Just
That's the move.
I like it.
That's what a good friend does.
Yeah,
100%. It's a power move. Yeah, 100%. But in a general sense, like when we have things at our house, here's what we do. We say, hey, here's what we're providing. Mm-hmm. Here's what could be brought in.
Sure.
Right? And then that way it's not like everybody shows up with a ham.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
There's 3 different cheesy potatoes.
Oh, fuck, I love cheesy potatoes, though.
Sure.
I'll take all the cheesy potatoes in the world. How about when you go to a function and, like, more than 2 people brought chips and salsa?
Hell yeah.
It's like I wanted to bring something, so chips and salsa, and then you're looking at, like, 6 or 7 different bags and jars, you know?
Dude, you go.
No, go ahead. No,
well, I thought you were just gonna not say anything.
Oh, I was sitting here getting real mad, thinking about looking at 3 open jars of mild Tostinos salsa.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
exactly.
What variety, you know?
Every time we have people over, when the party ends, we've got like 4 unopened bags of tortilla chips.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a staple of having a party.
Yeah.
It's like, looks like I'm eating tortilla chips for months.
I'll just bring chips and salsa because every party loves chips and salsa.
That's passable.
Also, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Everybody does love
it's
chips and
never
salsa.
a bad call. It's
Right.
just usually the call for most people
Sure.
is, well, chips and salsa. And then I did my part.
So, moral of the story is don't just say potluck and leave it open-ended. Mm-mm. Let's start a little communication.
At yours, did it end up being like everybody brought cheesy potatoes?
Dude, there was a lot of cheese potatoes,
Love cheesy
a lot of
potatoes.
mac and cheese.
And that was it.
You want to know what? I'm surprised we're not having cheesy potatoes right now.
That's true.
I love cheesy potatoes.
That's true. We could have just a big old communal pile right here.
We didn't have any for Thanksgiving. None of the Thanksgivings I
noticed.
was at had cheese potatoes.
I noticed. Do you think it's because Mom heard the episode where we were talking about how she always thinks that she ruins them? And
No.
because if so, that wasn't the point. The point was that they're delicious.
Cheesy potatoes are an Easter delicacy.
Are they?
They are. It's Mom makes ham and cheese potatoes for Easter.
Fair.
I feel like she also makes them for at least Christmas, though. And if she doesn't,
yeah, because there's
she
ham
needs
there
to.
too. Yeah,
She needs to.
Yeah,
I feel
ham,
like
rolls, cheese potatoes, green beans.
Right.
Mark my words, though.
M your W's.
If I don't get some cheesy potatoes by the end of this year, and the clock's ticking, it is December 1st as
Isn't
we
it?
speak, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Man, not only will I mark those words, but I will also George and Travis them. You stupid. It's because Mark's a male name. If I could segue real quick. Speaking of,
Please do.
we talked about potatoes a lot there. Guys, what do baked potatoes and the Doors have in common?
I'm nervous, Brad.
The band of the Doors.
The band The Doors.
Baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes, specifically baked potatoes,
What is it?
and The Doors.
Is this one of those things where we need to figure it
Oh,
out?
that tastes like finger.
No, I have an answer.
What is the answer?
The answer is, boy, I fucking hate them. Is the thing. The baked potatoes are the doors of the food world, and the doors of the baked potatoes of the music world. It's
because everybody loves them, but then it turns out maybe not a whole lot of substance there.
It turns out like this is just bland ingredients piled on top of a bland thing. And I love so many forms of potato. There's specific reasons you can take a potato and do all sorts of stuff to it and throw the same shit on there in a different way, and I think it's the most delicious thing in the world. But man, I hate a baked potato. I'm getting lit up thinking about it, dude.
You are.
It's that coffee. I'm shaking.
Literally, it's early. Do it. Yep. Messed up.
Yeah.
Literally having baked potatoes tonight with steak for dinner, and I'm looking forward to. I can't get on board with this.
You're planning on enjoying the baked potato?
I love baked potatoes.
That's crazy. I know that this is a hot take on my part.
It is.
Like I know that
Yeah, it's a
It's a
hot
relatively
potato
hot take.
I am the outlier. Said it right this time.
Yeah. Now, let me. Is it that you think they are gross, or is it just like it's kind of boring? I've had it a bunch of times. I don't see why everybody loves it so fucking much.
It's more the second thing you said.
Okay, so you don't really hate it.
No, I hate them, but it's not because of their taste and flavor. Like I said, all those ingredients combined taste fine.
Sure,
but
there's
with a
nothing
baked
to not
potato-
like there, dude.
With a baked potato, it's
I can't get on board.
You're just waiting for this segment to be over.
No. I want to
I'll
hear
sit out.
there's
I
absolutely
want to hear them out. I want to know why.
There's absolutely minimum effort in preparation, and all the work is upon the eater to make that dish work.
That part's very true,
When you're
yeah.
given a baked potato, it's, if you're lucky, they'll roll it to help loosen up the inside, and it's split and pushed open, and then all your shit's piled on there.
Right.
So now
It's
it's
kinda
up to you to mix all that up.
How good it is.
And anytime I have baked potatoes, it's like, yeah, I ate all that good shit, but now I'm left with just potato in the bottom of this, even though I've scraped my walls and everything,
Yeah.
even though I've flattened this thing out and done whatever. There's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
Compared to, you can just cube them up and throw them in a pot and boil them and leave some skin on.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Please, especially if you're using like a red potato,
I like the
rough or
skin.
whatever. Same. And then take that shit out and mash it and throw all those accoutrements in there.
Fucking excellent.
And then it's
word.
a delicious thing of mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes is one of my favorite thing in the world. Also, the doors fucking suck.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yep.
It's like shrill, loud keyboards, and then a dude who everybody's like, man, Jim Morrison was a poet, though. And it's like, nah, read it now. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. It's dumb.
It's not that great. Like, I fart better lyrics than that. And I don't think I'm good.
But he does
So-
fart amazing lyrics. It's
I do
crazy
fart
when
better
when
lyrics than
happens.
that. The doors
I'm going to
suck.
push back on that one a little bit too.
Oh, yeah,
There's
please.
no way you fart better lyrics.
Yeah.
Then Jim
It's just-
Morrison.
that's just a fart. That's not words.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like
all right, circle back.
do a funny fart sound, Brad. Do a high pitched fart.
Well,
See?
yeah.
See?
I like that better than Light My Fire.
Okay.
Now, LA Woman, debatable. That's a Doors song I can listen to.
Hold on.
No.
Let's circle back. What do you put on your baked potatoes?
I'm normally absolutely butter, because always. Butter, salt, pepper, cheese, sour cream, bacon.
Yes.
The classics.
Yeah.
And you can even hit it with a little bit of chive.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
maybe a couple
chive it
chives.
up.
Here's
Chive it
something.
out.
Here's something, Brad. Start out by scooping a whole bunch of it out.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that fucking work when it should have been done
is it-
in the kitchen.
Is this a you don't like baked potatoes or you don't like working hard? Okay.
It's both, but like,
He doesn't. My boy doesn't like
Well,
working
that's
hard.
see. Here's
yeah,
here's the
nobody's
thing.
serving me up uncooked steak and saying, "Well, now do the rest." Unless you're going to hot pot, which is a whole different cultural thing. So, no potatoes, no baked potatoes are involved in that.
I think Brad,
It's the effort that you don't like.
yeah.
No,
what it is.
It's what I don't like is the bland bite of potato after I've,
Don't eat
without
that part.
So
It's
here-
silly.
foresight.
This is what you do. Let me
No,
hold
don't
on.
tell me.
Fix
This is
No,
what you
fix
do.
this.
This
Fix
is what you do.
You're right, guys. I'm wrong.
I've
Baked
heard about
potatoes are
enough.
great.
I've heard.
Fuck baked potatoes.
I've heard about enough. For one,
You're not that guy, pal.
you're
Trust
not.
me.
I am.
Uh,
Fuck a baked potato.
The outside, you gotta like just a little coating, light coating of like an olive oil
Yep.
and salt. This is
Yep.
what you do to the skin of the potato.
You even make the
Right.
skin delicious.
Right.
The
Yeah,
skin's delicious.
and so then what
I
happens
love the
is
skin.
Yeah, no.
and then you really get in there good and mix it all up so it goes like all your ingredients go down to the skin. Yes, it does require effort. However, if you're not, food lazy, then you're fine. Anything good.
I'm not food lazy.
He is
I
not
do
finished.
that work
He is
for
not
finished.
everybody else
But
in
then-
the kitchen already.
But then listen to the rest of what I say. Then when you dig down there a little bit, you're talking about those the blandness at the end, which you are correct. That exists. However, what you do is before you eat all that delicious goodness off the top, then you get down there close to the end where there's still delicious goodness. And you know what you do then? You take your fork and you jam it all the way through.
Yeah.
And you rip off and
Yeah.
you're eating a whole chunk, skin and all.
Yes.
And it still has deliciousness and that outside delicious skin with the salt and oil.
And you do whatever it takes.
And that's where the nutrition lies because all the fiber is in the outside of the potato.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'm telling you, the way that you eat it determines how much you enjoy those last few bites, and you have chosen to eat it incorrectly, and that's on you.
Let me go to the
also,
restaurant.
the doors are fine, but they're not like
that part, no, absolutely not. I was on board with what you were saying until you brought up the doors.
Listen,
they fucking suck. Dude.
Here's the thing.
What I heard there, Eric Pedigo, was I can only enjoy a baked potato if I prepare it myself, because I certainly can't go to the restaurant down the way and have a baked potato where they did all that delicious shit to the outside of it that you're talking about. I'll order it from there, and if it's takeout, it'll be in a styrofoam tray, and it's up to me to put it on a plate. But who wants to fucking do that? You end up knifing through the... No, it's a whole thing. Fuck baked potatoes.
I make my own food almost exclusively.
I do the work to make that delicious for everybody as I'm preparing the rest of the meal. So it is not a food laziness thing, because I'm doing the work for everybody. Yeah. I'm mixing up everybody's potato deliciousness for them.
Nobody is mad at you. Okay.
I think Eric's a little mad.
I'm just saying.
I think he's a little mad that I don't like baked potatoes, but I'm certainly mad that baked potatoes exist.
Yeah. Well,
I understand that.
The doors suck. Pedigo, here's an interesting question.
Okay.
What is a worse take? The baked potato thing or the mac and cheese thing?
Oh, the mac and cheese thing.
Fuck off.
Dude.
No, it's not. Baked potatoes are delicious and awesome.
No, I mean, they are. They're both really good, but mac and cheese is by far a superior culinary delight than a baked potato. This is crazy talk. You know what you do?
I'm not doing this
again.
You
scoop that mac and cheese right on top of that baked potato. Shove it up both your asses.
I don't think it's going to fit up there.
The doors...
Worst
are fine, dude, but they're okay. When people are like, oh, they're so it's like he's a genius and they're so no,
right.
But for the time, it was fine and it was different than other things that were out there. But when you look back on music, a lot of times that's what you have to do, because it doesn't like
view it through the lens of the time.
Yeah, and and so for the time, it was a little bit innovative and it progressed music forward, and it is what it is. But if you just in a vacuum look at it musically, lyrically now and dissect it, it's basic and not that great.
They were not the first band to use psychedelic keyboards. They were not the first band to do drugs. They were just lucky enough to have a real cute guy who was as their front man,
arrogant enough asshole,
who was weird and neurotic, and he would turn his back to the audience, and he'd fucking do that.
Go, he would eat the fucking microphone. And they're all listen to their recordings.
They're all just watching him, going, "Wow, he's a poetic genius." And it's like, no, he's cute. He's a hot guy.
So there were a lot of eccentric and strange musicians back then because they were doing a lot of drugs.
But he was the hottest.
There were some good-looking fellas with some good... But why do you think that they stood out so much? And it's not because he was the hottest, because...
I think it's because Jim Morrison was a controversial figure.
Yeah, it's the whole character of Jim Morrison is the reason.
It was the mystique behind him and everything. It wasn't their art that sold it. It was Jim Morrison being a fucking weirdo, dude.
So this is a time before music videos.
But imagine the microphone is down my fucking throat.
Obviously, before internet, before music videos. So his looks were only doing so much because they got a ton of radio play and people bought a ton of records back then. Music was not a visual experience like it is now. So for whatever reason, they sold a lot of music,
marketing,
and it wasn't just to like 15-year-old girls who thought Jim Morrison was cute. So there's a reason that they were so popular and they remain such a relevant band.
It was probably
regardless of whether or not you guys like their music.
It sucks.
That's a fair enough point.
But I'm saying,
I think all of that is a result of some guy named Jeff at Empire Records in his marketing department making things happen. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have a job anymore.
People still had to buy it.
Yeah, people had to buy it,
and they did.
Who told them to buy it?
And they still do.
Who got it on the record store shelves?
I'm just saying it.
You know what I mean? How's it get there? A series of people have to put it there.
They still do buy it. You're right. And you know what else they still buy is that fucking poster where he's shirtless and going like this.
Yeah. And people still buy baked potatoes like your ass today. So
like your ass.
Yeah, about to.
Spoken like a late
excited.
90s pro wrestler, Brad. Very good.
You candy ass.
Yeah.
Trying to bring that back.
Your ass better bring your ass to this ring, and my ass is gonna kick it.
You
Okay, buddy. This is a good episode. It's a good episode. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's
We're not
gone
losing
great
them.
so
It's
far.
fine.
We're not losing them.
I don't love the Doors.
Yeah, you do.
I've got I think the Whiskey Bar song on my phone, and I think that's it. Just show me the way to the next whiskey bar. You guys don't know that one?
No, I
How
hate
poetic
it, though. Yeah,
of him,
fuck.
though.
I cannot stand that
Just
song.
saying, it's a catchy little. Catchy
My
little
favorite's
ditty.
when he rhymes liar with fire.
I like the one
catchy
where
little
it's
ditty.
madly with badly.
I like the end. The end's a good song.
I like the
Okay.
end of all of the songs.
I-
It's my favorite part of all that songs.
so quick. Nice
Yeah.
job.
It's because that's been said to us before in the show.
Yeah. Yeah. The weirdest, most backhanded cut. You know, it was great. The last part of the last song. I loved it. And it's like, all right.
Thanks for coming out. Good
Yeah.
night. That was my favorite part of the show.
It's like, okay, thanks. I get it.
You guys have been great.
Sorry.
But the Doors, I mean,
Tip your
worst.
waitress.
cripes, guys.
Worst.
Was the Doors.
All right. So who are some other bands, I guess, that you guys are rebelling so hard against their success
I decided that
and popularity?
The Beatles.
sure, and but Helter Skelter is super cool. I think we
Yeah,
talked about
I
this.
have way less beef with the Beatles
I
than
have
I
way
do.
less.
mean,
Like
dude,
I
for what it's
examined
worth.
all this. I have less beef with AC/DC. Like I
No.
know that he doesn't. There's a.
No.
Come on.
I think there is
What are we doing?
I think there's a time and a place for all music. The time and place for AC/DC is a high school football game.
No.
The time and place for the Beatles is like your friend's basement when you're 14 years old and you just started smoking some weed, brother. And then the
love the
time
Beatles.
for the Doors is, I don't know, the early 60s, whenever they were, and the place is a trash can. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, that's what
Okay.
I got. That's what I got about them. I just decided that I would for a rare moment
Wrap it up!
throw out a hate tirade. All right, and I realized the things I do not like, because a lot of times I'm like Eric, where it's
something in
like
there.
I can devil's advocate stuff. Why it probably came off your finger.
I know my finger was clean. I don't know what you're trying to do to me over here.
Poison.
right.
It's because of the baked potato thing. I'm really mad about it. No, I just in a rare moment of hate from me.
Okay, we've got to move on to something else, but we at some point we're circling back to the Beatles thing.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
I
they're
stand on it.
they're one of my favorite bands.
It's okay.
And I feel like
You don't have to justify the Beatles to us.
I feel like I do, but not today.
they all live in a yellow submarine.
I want to hear about the dipping sauces.
Don't. I told you not to talk about that because I don't have anything
and
for it.
what you never had the balls to do.
So what I never had the balls to do with dipping sauces is I forgot what I was gonna say about all this stuff.
Brad told me before we went on. He looked at my list. He's like, "Hey, I forgot what that was."
This one's out.
and I'm like, "All right, we'll
said
cross that off."
I forgot the dipping sauces bit.
So I want you to really think about this, and in the future, we're going to do it. But for now, one thing that we do, like in the morning, we'll wake up and we're drinking our coffee. And Amanda and I, and I'll scroll through the Googles, and I always find these lists that's like top 11 breakfast sandwiches
Yeah.
or top 10 dipping sauces for fast food joints. And so
okay.
what I don't know what your dipping sauce thing was,
Right.
but I want to hear, like, give me a few of the top dipping sauces of fast food joints.
Sweet and sour from McDonald's.
It's fire. Love it.
My number
There you
one.
go.
My number one. Mm-hmm. Hot mustard from McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I think you're the reason that I'm into it is because that's your go-to order, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing chicky nugs,
So-
you do barbecue and hot mustard.
Oh, I do.
and so do I. And like, not a lot of people are into the hot mustard.
They don't know about it.
They
and that's
don't
why.
know about it. That's why
Yeah.
they got rid of it for so long.
They're like, oh, that honey mustard. I'm like,
No,
no,
dummy.
idiot.
I like you, man. Yeah,
Wow.
Yep.
guys. You know what? The Beatles rule.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So here's what I do: 10-piece chicken nugget,
Same.
value meal. Just, and I get value. I almost said value menu, and then meal, and it said value meh.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me fire this up.
So I'm.
Yeah. Oops.
So, what I do...
He just turns off your sound.
No, I turned up the sound effects a little bit to really... There it is. See?
I know.
There he is.
And then I get 2 barbecues and 1 hot mustard.
Oh, okay.
One of the barbecues I dip my fries in.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you don't know about McDonald's fries and barbecue sauce... Did
How
you
do
hear
you spell that?
That's
Was there an R in there? Boy, that's the start.
if you don't know about McDonald's French fries in their barbecue, then
Oh yeah, dude. If you ain't never had McDonald's French fries and their barbecue, then
No, it's...
right. If you know, dude.
then let me tell you something, buddy.
Right. If you've never had McDonald's French fries and barbecue, dude, then dude, I tell you.
And that's all correct. All the noises we made are right. You have to dip the fries in the barbecue. Have you ever done it?
No, but I'm not
What?
on board this
Okay.
adventure because that's a well prepared potato that somebody was not lazy
God,
enough to actually continue to prepare.
We can't.
McDonald's fries and barbecue far superior than any baked potato I've ever had.
Fair.
Okay.
Far superior.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Whether I
if they're
agree
hot,
with it or not, I
if they're
like
fresh
it.
out the grease,
Yeah.
in barbecue,
Are they no longer?
It went for so long. That's awesome.
and then ask your question.
Are they no longer America's favorite fry? I don't see that on the fry box anymore.
I think they still are.
Okay.
I'll look up a list.
I mean, they're
here in
still
a
like
minute.
my favorite fry. I don't think
It's so rare that they're perfect,
it is, but
you know?
it's
But when they are,
Exactly.
holy shit.
like there is not a whole lot. There certainly isn't a fast food fry that's better fresh out the gate. You get that fresh McDonald's French fries.
super good.
Fresh Dons.
Pay us money, McDonald's.
But then I
Piss
go
money?
Pay us money.
Oh, I thought you said piss money McDonald's. And I was like, what's
Oh,
that?
dude, Piss Money McD's,
What's that
dude. I
mean?
love it.
Yeah. Just be something that
It's a
youth
new
is saying these days.
It's a new
Yeah.
marketing campaign they're
Yeah.
running. It's on the Tiki Taki.
Then I go 5 nuggies in barbecue and 5 nuggies in hot mustard in an alternating fashion.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
retaining that, Eric Pettigo.
Absolutely.
And that's
I go back and forth for sure.
yep.
I like that strat.
Now when it comes to Chick-fil-A, what sauces do you guys get there?
I don't go to Chick-fil-A.
I don't go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck, dude.
I love it.
Oh, grr.
Yeah.
How do you guys not go to the filet?
Because it's far away, dude. I don't
Yeah.
want to wait. I don't
It's
want to
just
drive. I
You
have.
don't. It's the quickest drive-through, even though it's got the longest line. It goes so fast.
I think that I have a personal
fast.
rule that I just realized, and if I'm going to eat somewhere, I'm willing to drive 5 minutes tops. Sure. Because there's enough options that are close by. I don't know. It's a cute thing about human beings where they're like, ooh, I want that food the most, so I'm gonna drive fucking 25 minutes to.
All right, food lazy.
All right. Yeah.
That's not food lazy.
The-
That's not food lazy. That's me prioritizing my time.
Mine's
Okay.
my excuse. You go ahead. You got more.
That was the end of his.
I want to hear you seize, bro.
Because Chick-fil-A probably delicious. Haven't had it in years. Okay,
Probably delicious.
But you know what I can do is I can enjoy my time at my home and eat something that I want to eat that is still delicious, that is so tasty, and you fucking make it perfectly, and the skin is fucking perfectly crisp.
What's your
and
voice
it's,
doing
and
right
it's
now?
just and it's just
Okay.
Okay.
I am struggling to wrap my head around this. So you won't go more than 5 minutes to get
Nah.
food that you like?
no fuck y'all.
The best Thai food in the area is about a 25-minute drive.
The best what?
Thai
You
food.
talking about Magic Kitchen? Or
I
something?
am. And that is so worth it.
You
That-
just DoorDash, right?
That
No.
one's fair.
Oh, God.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, definitely
Just
don't
go
DoorDash
and
it.
get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a nice drive through the downtown.
So
At
like
nighttime. It's nice.
I'll drive to Osaka, Japan.
Okay.
It's lengthy.
I won't.
You won't drive to it? Oh, you won't because you have that fucking Blackstone.
I
dude.
make hibachi in my house and it's
Yeah.
better.
All right.
But I can't
I
make
don't know
Thai
what
food
to do
that's
with
better.
that.
And I
Yeah.
can't make chicken. Chick-fil-A is like literally 10 minutes from your house.
It's too far.
That's 5 minutes longer.
Yeah,
than
I guess so.
I clearly established my boundaries, and
my beef with Chick-fil-A. Eat
You
more
said
chicken
beef.
or whatever.
Yeah, all right.
My beef with Chick-fil-A is way more self-righteous than his. It was more about like, and I think you were telling me that this isn't a thing anymore, but back there was a whole thing where they just weren't necessarily cool with the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know some LGBTQs and I like those
Absolutely.
people a lot. So, I mean, fuck Chick-fil-A, I
you
guess,
guys.
is what the internet's
Yeah.
telling me to do. So I'm gonna have sex with Chick-fil-A.
Okay. And this is not comedic, but the door was popped open.
the doors suck.
If you start, if you start looking at corporations and things they give money to,
Right.
you are going to stop buying everything that you
absolutely.
Yeah.
If we want to,
Everything that
if we
you
want
buy.
to judge corporations on a moral basis,
Right.
all of them are the devil. Absolutely.
It's time to go off the grid and just grow your own zucchinis and live like that.
Agreed. Like I said, it's a self-righteous
Yeah.
thing. It's purely to make me feel good. It doesn't do anything for either the Chick-fil-A community or the LGBTQ community.
But their Chick-fil-A sauce and their honey mustard are fire. Same
Probably.
with the Polynesian. And their cheese sauce for their waffle fries is next level. So
Here's
swing through next time and
Here's-
try it.
here's something.
Just try it.
Here's something.
And then get back to me.
Here's something.
And then get back to me.
One of my earliest memories. Remember, we used to have a Chick-fil-A at the mall. One of my very earliest memories is going to the mall with Mom. I believe you guys were there too.
My mom?
Not you.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't there.
And I'm sitting there. I have a basket of waffle fries. And I
BWFs.
and I go to grab one, and resting under my waffle fry
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
was a cockroach.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Mom
That's-
freaks out, and I don't understand why she's. I'm like, it's a little buddy. What,
Like, I'll eat it too. I'll eat that too. It won't go to waste.
And then we never went back, and then that closed down, and then Chick-fil-A came back here a few years ago. But I think that may also be part of it, where I'm like, yeah, that place is disgusting.
It's different now.
right? It's
Yeah.
probably different from when I was
far
like
different.
4, but still,
Just
Chick-fil-A has cockroaches. Everybody,
just try it and get back to me.
okay,
Just try it and get back to
All
me.
right,
That's all.
You know what? Give me, and you don't have to do this right now, but at some point, text me what I need to get exactly from Chick-fil-A, and I will do it next
Okay.
time I'm on that side of town.
Yeah, it's the
which
west
is
side of
rare,
town.
'cause
You
it's
guys-
far.
Just go for another Aldi trip and
No.
get some Chick-fil-A while you do that.
Oh yeah, we'll go get lunch.
No, I'm not going to Aldi, and I'm not going. And now I'm not
This guy.
going to Chick-fil-A. Now I
guy.
won't go. Now I won't go.
So, I guess Brad, we've done your dipping sauces bit that you
Right.
wanted to do.
We sure did.
Yeah. Thanks. I do have something else, Eric. I would just like to say now that it's been 2 weeks and I've had time to process your betrayal for the 80s hair metal party that
Oh yeah.
I was under the impression was a 90s rock party or
Get
whatever.
his ass.
Now that I've had time to process your betrayal, I would just like to say, get the fuck out of my home
Oh,
and never come back.
wow. All right.
Just kidding. Hey, you're
Okay.
forgiven, buddy. I love you a
Yeah.
lot. And thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, it was me.
That is a burden off my shoulders.
And it was obviously, as you see, completely unintentional.
Yeah.
Just
Just a happy,
whoops.
as a happy
hit a 9
accident.
instead of an 8 when I was making the event.
Bob
That's
Rossed
all.
it, and I was the happy little tree. You know what I mean?
Fatality.
I was expecting more.
Vitriol.
I wanted a bit more vitriol.
This was something I wanted to move through fairly quickly because it's not like we were talking about it or anything.
I want to know. So last night after midnight, which I guess you could say early morning. What'd you just say? Because I was transitioning.
I just said it was something I wanted to move through fairly quickly
Yeah.
because I forget what the other thing
Okay.
is. My short-term memory sucks.
Same. Yeah. Pettigo, you brought up the Blackbeard fiasco. And
Yeah.
Was that a note? Was that for show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We played The Mole last night, a game called The Mole. Mm-hmm. A version of it that my lovely girlfriend designed.
Nice work.
Brethany, shout out.
Great job.
And
How does she feel about Brethany?
you know what? She's for it,
Okay, good.
as far as I know. She's too scared to voice displeasure. So
Okay,
yeah,
good.
it comes in very handy for me. Yeah. I'm like, you're fine, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, good. Stay that way.
The night of the murder mystery party, after everybody left, we were hanging out watching the fight.
Yeah.
And, our friend Beth Holvey
Shout outs.
was watching. And then somebody brought up how good of a job Bethany did.
Yeah.
And Beth just goes, Brethany. And
Hell yeah.
right.
Hell
and
yeah.
so I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah.
It's catching on.
Yeah.
Apparently, hopefully, Bethany does not mind.
Yeah.
That she's Brethany.
Well,
Anyhow,
if she does, she keeps it to herself.
good.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm. You're damn right.
As all women should.
Pipe down.
Yep.
So it's a game where one person doesn't know the topic, everybody else does. The person that doesn't know is trying to trick people into thinking that they are one of the people that knows. Anyway, it's just a little context.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one, I think.
The answer was
sufficiently didn't.
Blackbeard's ship, right? Mm-hmm. And the question that was asked to me, I was not the mole. I knew where the fuck we were, right? The question was, who's in charge around here? Now, obviously, it'd be very easy to give that away, right? But you don't want to do that so that the mole doesn't know what you're talking about. So I went like this. I look around and I start aggressively tugging on my beard. I understand that I spend a lot of time like this.
Not out of the norm,
right?
for you.
But I'm going like this, and I go, probably the guy on the card.
Looks like you're trying to pull milk out of that thing, dog.
Probably the guy on the card.
Yeah, like you got
And
to
everyone's-
like you got a chin udder.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm
There's
trying
just
to...
a cow's
This is me now. This is for me. This is me now. This is for me. Everybody's looking at me like, what? Huh? And I'm going, I don't know. It's probably the guy on the card. My beard, Blackbeard. It says Blackbeard on the card. Probably the guy on the card. Everybody's looking around like, the fuck is this guy talking about?
Not me. I was not looking around like that.
And it pissed me off because I didn't know how to make it any more clear who's in charge around here as I rip my beard off and say the guy on the card. And everyone's like, that doesn't make sense. Nick's a little sus right now.
I don't believe
For a little perspective,
you
you're my
carried
best
that
friend.
with you through the evening and on to the morning.
It has
Kept
not
him awake.
ended.
That's what kept him up all night.
That's why I texted you guys so late, is because I was
like,
sitting
this
I was
dude's-
sitting up in bed just stewing.
Yeah.
Right.
And Bethany's
that
like,
what you call it
yeah.
nowadays?
Bethany's like, please just go to sleep, honey. And I was like, you go to sleep. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just a little perspective. I got what you said 100%. I'm like, in fact, I thought it was a little much, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that could just give it up. You
Yeah.
know, the guy on the card. Well, who's a guy in this list that we have? Oh, Blackbeard ship. Boom,
Yeah.
easy. I did not notice your beard thing.
Yeah.
So that fell under the radar for everybody. But like your logic, I think you were sound. I agree with you a lot on the
That's-
way you did that. Like,
That's what I like to hear.
and I thought it was weird that everybody was like, I don't get it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, he said the guy on the card.
Like, what is not to get?
We're holding cards.
Yeah. It's a game involving cards. Look on your
Right.
cards. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
That's
I
fine.
guess ultimately
You did
my
fine.
point is
It's okay.
don't cross me.
Right.
I guess
Don't you ever cross me. Okay.
this is really sitting
I'd just
with
like
you.
to say
Yeah.
you were
Hey.
right. You know,
That's fine.
You're justified in your
You
feelings.
did good.
Thank you for that.
Since we're on you, let's stick on you.
Get on me.
Is this pathetic?
Oh. I thought it'd be fun to introduce a new segment in the show.
Oh, okay.
Where we examine some of our behaviors and then we go, wait, is this pathetic?
Do we need to make up a little jingle
Yeah,
real
give
quick?
me a quick little theme song for Is This Pathetic?
Is this pathetic? Is this a really bad time, but just for me? Is everybody looking at me like I'm really sad? Is what I'm doing really sad? Is this pathetic?
Nice. I like it.
I could have done another verse there. That was such a good
Yeah.
song. Thank you.
We could
Soulful.
just, I
Hey,
think
Brad.
we can just move on.
Truly, thank you
You're welcome.
for that. Is This Pathetic? So, as you know, Brad and I were in a metal band for about a decade.
Yeah.
And we're still making music right now. That's not the Is This Pathetic part.
I was going to say, because no.
Is it pathetic that oftentimes I will go upstairs into my room, turn on my guitar, turn on my computer, turn on my speaker, and I just play a little concert for myself?
No.
No.
Is it pathetic that also while I do that, I turn on a bunch of really cool lights in my room just to really set the tone?
Also, no.
Is it pathetic, my friends, that every once in a while when I'm really into it, I'll fucking kind of point at people that aren't there.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
That last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, fucking.
What you're doing
You
is
feeling
called
it, dude?
practice and rehearsal. You're fine.
For your next concert?
So,
Are you-
yes, it's kind of pathetic.
The last part.
Are you never going to play another concert in your life?
I wouldn't say that.
For sure.
I wouldn't say
Are
that.
you for sure done playing concerts?
I wouldn't say that.
Then you're rehearsing.
I'm rehearsing.
Okay, so
not pathetic. Really cool, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
It's not pathetic
at all.
Okay.
It's
Good.
a hobby that you're
Good.
really good at
'Cause,
that
dude,
you
I-
have a lot of time and skill in.
Yeah.
So
I throw down is the
Yeah.
thing. Like, it's not like I'm just up there playing my parts. Like, I'm fucking really into it, dude.
Okay.
And it's really fun.
You're going to need to record this, make a video recording
Nope, that's just for me.
of your
you
room
can Twitch
concert.
stream it.
Of your room
like,
concert.
and like make money probably.
I wouldn't make any money.
And point at people
not the
that
first
aren't there.
Yeah.
And then we need to post it on our
I
our page.
I don't like that it's out there now that I do this, and I wish I hadn't said it. I was just kidding. I don't do that.
I do like is this pathetic as a segment moving forward.
Absolutely.
Like I'm
100%. I think that's
Examine yourselves and let's decide if we're pathetic.
we're going to
sometimes.
open up some vulnerabilities here.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So moving forward, I can't think of anything right now, but I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
I'm certain I have so many.
I'll come up with some too. And I like it. I think this is a fun segment where we can make fun of each other pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't really do that.
Yes,
so
you do.
That's cool.
Yes, you do. And here's the thing: there's more to it that you're not letting on right now that makes
Yeah.
it even more pathetic.
Yeah.
That you just don't want
There's
to tell
so
us.
much of it.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know. Because you're never just going to give the full.
I talked to my imaginary manager
Yeah.
afterwards. I'm like, felt like that was pretty good tonight. It was a solid
you
turnout.
do. Yeah, you do. Then you talk to the sound guy, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go,
You're pointing just a little bit on this. Yeah.
getting a little more me and my
Yeah.
monitor.
and then I,
Yeah.
and then I imagine beef with the sound guy like
Yeah.
I always had in real life.
Don't tell you how to
fucking
do
guy.
your fucking
You
job.
imagine
So.
Bethany out there in the crowd and you're
Yeah.
giving her little kisses.
Right,
and
right, right.
Like this. And
She
yeah.
shows me her boobs.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Have you thought about inviting her up for one of these room concerts?
She's seen it.
No, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's fine. 'cause
Real
then
her?
I'm- yeah. Because
Okay.
that's fine. Because then I'm just kind of playing music for my girlfriend, and that's totally normal.
Were you like stage flirting and stage smooching at other women in the audience?
oh, you don't do
Other
that.
imaginary women? No, dude. All the imaginary women know that I'm taken now. You understand?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I see her.
Well.
I'm respectful.
So
we're not selling as many tickets now, is what you're telling me.
You're shaking off attention from imaginary women too.
Absolutely.
And your imagination, they're there trying to get your attention.
I
and
need
you're
to clarify
like,
that this
nah.
part is 100% a bit. Okay.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no.
All right.
You're
let's-
wagging your
let's get
finger at
into it, yeah.
imaginary women and telling Bethany to come
Yeah.
on, come on
Let's
up
get
front,
into it.
girl.
I will say that the couple times that she has hung out upstairs while I play music, I'm a lot less like animated.
That's too bad.
Because it's like, you know, I don't know. That feels weird.
Yeah.
All
Like
of a
you're
sudden, this
playing-
is strange.
You're playing your set and you look over at one of your imaginary roadies and then you look at him and then you point at Bethany and you're
Yeah.
like, get her backstage.
Yeah.
And he's like, God.
Get her a lanyard, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we sat
then-
on this longer than you'd like,
And
Yes.
then Bethany,
Yes, I thought
Bethany
so.
participates and she pretends to have a short little, I can't hear, oh, a lanyard, thank you, conversation.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Jumps over the imaginary front row rail, makes her way around your bed, but this is now backstage.
how much is there like a cover charge at the door for these imaginary shows? Like an imaginary cover charge?
Yeah.
What's
but
the imaginary drink special?
but I
that
can
night?
get you guys-
You got a good deal on
I can get you
imaginary
guys
domestics.
imaginary in for free. Well, Brad's in the imaginary brand.
Aw.
Brand. I said brand.
Yep.
Dang it. But like, I look over to the side and I'm like, we're getting it, buddy. And he's not there because I'm imagining him.
Yeah.
It's actually a dream roster. It's Brad on lead guitar.
Oh,
I'll
and on drums?
Think of more. Yeah, and then
Brad
also
on
he
drums.
plays drums.
Brad on vocals.
we got Maynard
oh,
singing.
okay, wow, all right.
Maynard singing,
He would
but,
do that.
but Corey from Norma Jean does the scream parts.
Ah.
I don't know. McWhorter's the bass player. That was fun.
Okay,
when he
yeah,
was my
Ryan
bass
McWhorter.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
And
fair
then,
enough.
All right, let's talk about anything else now, guys.
Do you guys want to hear the least offensive but most offensive sounding joke
My God, dude.
I've ever come up with in my life? Good, buckle in.
We
It
about
goes,
got out of this one, huh?
4 of them walk into a bar.
Is that the end?
That's it.
Oh, no. That's actually really funny. I
4 of them. Dude. That was good.
Thank you.
That was your best work so
Thank
far.
you. Thank you.
I still don't know if I can laugh at that.
You can. It's fine.
It is.
It's fine.
know.
What's really cool about that is that's something you can tell to other people that makes them racist because it's
Right.
whatever they imagine.
I thought of ducks.
Right. So if you guys wanted to know where your racism lies, it's whatever you imagined when I said that.
Horses.
Yeah.
Horse walks into a bar.
So
racist.
this guy,
Why the long faces?
intolerant of horses, intolerant of ducks.
Uh-huh.
Hate horses.
So a priest, a rabbi, and a freaking horse all walk into the bar. The bartender looks at him and he says, "What is this, a joke?"
Fuck me running. That is funny.
That'd be so hard to
My
do.
God.
That's why people say it. Yeah. Fuck me running. That's why they say it, is because that'd be pretty tough, probably.
There's
Even
probably-
if you get close enough, you still have to factor in like thrusting at
that
full
probably
speed.
exists on
That's
the
tough.
internet somewhere, right?
Yeah.
It exists.
Absolutely.
It was
so definitive.
it was Jackass the
I'll send you
movie
the link.
1 or 2.
No, that was running and pooping at the same
Yeah.
time because it's an old George Carlin.
They did another one too, dude. It was
We're so bad at talking
Ryan
today.
Dunn and one of the other dudes, but
where they did "fuck me running."
yeah, I'm
No.
pretty sure. Whether they were actually fucking is up for debate, but I remember them doing the pantomimes and they're in jocks like they were when they did the poop while you run thing. But like that was never mind. Anybody.
never
I'm not here to
happened.
promote the first 1 or 2 Jackass movies.
Those are so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was what early 2000
When
then
it
TV shit.
first
dude.
late 90s and then early 2000. Like when it first came out, I'm like, oh, this is really funny. But I'm like, what? Why do they do?
It's strange.
They do weird naked
yeah.
stuff a lot
Yeah.
too.
I still to this day thoroughly enjoy the stunts.
Yeah.
And like the dumb shit they would do, like with shopping carts and all of that. But then it's like the next segment is like, all right, we're all in thongs and we're gonna lick each other's taints.
Yeah,
Or
it's
something.
like-
and it's
Right.
like, huh?
Huh.
This is the show, huh?
Yeah.
And they're like, look at his bare naked penis.
Yeah.
Hilarious, dude. I don't know. Jackass is weird. It's fine.
It's-
It's totally fine.
How far can we all stretch our penises
Right.
in plain view of each other?
Yeah.
Weird.
One time Knoxville shot me in the face with a 38. I've been working on my Steve-O.
Brad, you had another segment that you sent over, a quick fire segment. Do you remember that? Or
Nothing better to do?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be one of my favorite things we ever do because,
Wow.
again, you're watching shorts online or whatever, little stories and stuff, and if you pop open that comment section, the first one is somebody saying something fucking dumb, more than likely, right?
Yep.
And I'm just like, boy, you got nothing better to do than that.
And I have nothing better to do than to read that you did.
Right. So check it out, guys. Yeah, I'm sitting here getting mad about it probably but my reaction is never I'm going to reply to any of this. It's never I'm going to voice myself on the internet because that'll validate me somehow. Like these folks. What I have this week is
You got it pulled up. Nice.
yeah, what it is there's just a brief little video. It was an AI video of what looked like a vortex wormhole kind of thing, just sitting in a field or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Nice representation of AI video work, right? Kind old woman named Charlene says, "Yeah, be aware," because she thinks it's real. A lovely gentleman named Neil said, "SpaceX is using the same methods. Good old Elon."
People are so stupid.
A lovely gentleman named Steve says,
Lovely.
"Tip of the iceberg." Right?
Dude.
Apparently, Jerry Lee Lewis,
No.
V,
oh.
said, they'll use this
Problematic.
to deceive the people. He spelled deceive wrong.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, "I married my cousin.
Yeah.
She's underage."
Right.
I deceived her.
Again, clearly AI video of a mathematical looking wormhole
Hey, it's not real.
Right.
pulling metallic goo into it.
Yeah.
Not real, blatant CGI.
Right.
Lovely woman named Rhonda. 9/11 spring to mind.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, this is 9/11 now. And then finally,
God.
cherry on top, gentleman named Stu says, "We live in a 3D existence. We can't see 7D." That's 7 cry laughing emojis after that, by the way. Anyways, folks, you got nothing better to do
Right? Is there nothing better than
than that? What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah. This exists on every video that you find online.
Every single one.
Yep.
Are just these 9/11 spring to mind. What? Why?
Jesus. Why did
People are
it?
so
What
dumb.
the fuck?
And here's the thing that scares me about all of that is somehow these people have managed to exist and survive all the way up until this point in their lives, whenever it was,
Yeah.
and they most likely have the exact same say-so in elections as other people.
Yeah.
And it's like
That's the beauty of the melting pot of America.
oh
you
god,
know?
how are people so dumb and have like managed to make it this far?
And so willing to not just leave those thoughts in their head.
Right.
Right.
They put them out for the entire world to see.
God, it's
And it's like, Mavis McMarkle, now we know
That you're a stupid dummy.
that
Yeah.
you're a probably sweet but stupid old lady.
like
Sorry.
reading comments on online videos could be something that I do have nothing better to do sometimes than to just scroll through there.
I do it
and-
when I'm twoing, ladies and gentlemen, a morning constitution. And it's just
Gotta make that constitution, for
I'm
sure.
fine reading them. It's like like you're saying, I got nothing better to do. I got nothing better to do at that point in time than to just scroll through. And it's because when you're watching them on Facebook, at least that first comment will pop up
Right.
halfway
Yeah.
through the short you're watching. And I read it, and I'm always thinking, oh, this is going to be some stupid fool. And sure enough, it is.
It's a
Even
very
on,
stupid fool.
like you said, any and every video.
Everything,
too.
dude.
Like, there's a page I follow called The Good News Girl. Her name's Jen, and she posts good content, weekly, daily, whatever. But it's always wonderful stories like this baby hippo. She'll cover
Right.
Mudang, where it's, here's this baby hippo the
Everybody
internet
loves
loves.
Mudang.
Here's how it was rescued, and here's everything good about it. Everything's feel good. It's short and sweet, and it's like, here you go. Some positive internet content, which I'm all about, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
First comments, sure enough, Will, this bitch doesn't know shit. And it's like, hey,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck? Why did you approach this with rage out of the gate?
One of my favorite things to do is when anything gets posted online, no matter what it is, when I see 167 comments,
Yeah.
I already know, okay, so political fighting has broke out somehow from whatever this post is
Right.
that might not have anything to do with anything.
Most of the time.
And
too.
Yeah.
100% of the time, if there's that many comments, you click on it and it's like, and they're fighting about politics.
Right.
And this is just like a kid who got a bike for Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody started it off with Biden's America.
Yeah,
And it's
right.
like, huh?
It's a video of somebody accidentally crashing their RC helicopter.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Pfft,
Politics. And like,
that's
what?
why we should close the borders.
What are we
Or
doing?
that's what happens when a liberal flies an airplane. It's like, what are you...
What
How does that
is
even
happening?
apply, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, we can't, like, nothing can happen without.
I know.
Somebody's got to politicize.
I hate it. I
It's-
hate everybody.
it's because-
I hate everybody.
It's so bad,
I really do.
dude.
It's because over the past however many years, especially, our culture has nurtured a culture of political identity to where now there are some folks that's their fucking personality.
That's all they can do.
That's all I got.
That's their personality.
Dude,
all I
when
got.
LeBron set the scoring record,
Yeah.
I just posted a thing. Like, it was like, hey, this is cool. Congrats. It took maybe 5 or 6 comments. Politics.
How? How? What was said? Tell me.
Somebody's got nothing better to do.
China. That's what it was. It was like, well, how about that time he something?
Right.
It's like, whoa.
Why are we? Oh, yeah. Right. He donated so much money.
Nope. Hey,
Quite frankly,
stop it. Look he scored a lot of points. Just whoop. Here we go.
It's crazy you bring that up because I was talking about
Anti-American.
how he scored a lot of points. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tried, and it kind of got shut down a little bit. Everybody's like, "Stop! Nope, stop it! That's not what we're doing here. What are you doing?" And he's like, "They're just saying it." And I'm like, "Nope, that's done.
trying to inject this into every facet of my existence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
Right after I tell my wife goodnight, I also bring this up to her.
Yeah.
Also, it was so ridiculous how unhappy people were that he set the scoring record.
Yes.
Just in general.
Yes.
Like
Haters,
politics
dude.
stuff aside, just the fact that he did that pissed off so many people, and I don't get it.
There's a lot of insecurities out there.
That's what it is.
Brad, I'm sorry, but quick sports.
Yeah, real quick.
Quick
real quick,
sports.
we're going to do sports. Real
Just
quick.
real quick sports.
Honey, do you want my tablet? You
I'll
can
just do them with the old acoustic soundboard here in my mouth.
Okay, great. All right,
Just
quick
real
sports.
quick sports. Sorry
Sports,
about that.
quick.
I love Michael Jordan. I grew up loving Michael Jordan,
Sure.
but he's not my hero who I worship.
No.
Right? Because I don't do that because I'm a grown up and I don't worship other human beings.
Yeah.
I'm a grown up. Right?
Big fan.
He's my childhood hero.
Sure.
And if somebody comes along who could potentially be better than him, it doesn't trigger my insecurities
Right.
and threaten my childhood and upbringing.
Yeah.
So I don't feel the need to lash out at somebody who might indeed be a superior athlete
Yeah.
because I'm a normal, sane, logical human being.
Yeah, with a working brain.
Yes.
It only makes sense that decades of progress would yield a better result.
And that's-
Absolutely.
Right.
It's called science and evolution.
Absolutely.
It happens everywhere in life. It didn't stop in basketball, and that's the one place
Right.
where in 30 years evolution stopped.
Right.
Everywhere
There's
else
like,
in the
well,
world.
Peak performance.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
In the 90s.
Nope.
That's it.
Yes.
It'll
Science. You're
never get
arguing
better.
science.
Athletics does not get
Right.
better.
And
Ever.
it's 100% because it's like, but I loved him.
Right.
He's the best.
Yeah. They're like, oh, LeBron set the scoring record. Psh, only took 20 seasons. And it's like, how is that not incredible too, by the way?
Did you do
know
a
what I
fart
mean?
noise?
Like, they're like, dude, he cheated. He played for 20 years. You know, it's like, huh?
Brad, I can tie this into something.
No, it's cool. I'm down with making fart noises.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but I can,
Let's get
I
quick
can
fart.
tie this in to something we can all contribute to.
Sure.
Watch how I do this.
Okay.
This is nice.
This is
you guys
exciting.
are going to like this.
Yeah.
This is something that we all do. Is we look back on the things we grew up with as the best.
Right.
But then a lot of times if you go back and revisit. So I'm on all these sports pages and I tell people, hey, do this. Go to YouTube. Go back and watch actual full games from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
This time you're talking about that was so great.
Right.
Go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Don't just watch the highlights.
Yeah.
The highlights are awesome. Watch
Obviously.
the games. The games aren't awesome.
No. Right.
Because it's advanced and progressed. We do the same thing with TV shows that
Absolutely.
we watched growing up.
Nostalgia is a real syndrome
Right.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it is.
It'll mess with you. I got hairy legs.
Give me Saved by the Bell reruns and I will
Ooh.
sit down and watch them because
Yeah.
nostalgia.
Right.
Yeah.
However, have I never seen Saved by the Bell before? And as a 44-year-old man,
Right.
you put it on the TV for me, I'm going to watch it and be like, this is garbage.
Fuck. Yeah,
Judging
like,
things
like-
by like we were talking about with the Doors. Judging things by today's standards
Right.
instead of looking at them through the lens of the past.
Yeah.
So if you guys there are very few things that hold up. Like if you go back and watch Roseanne, holds up.
Yeah,
Right.
it does.
It's
It
like
does.
you get what Roseanne, Jurassic Park,
Never heard of
and
it.
that's about it.
Go back and watch Family Matters.
Oh, yeah,
No, no.
horrible.
Recognition.
Urkel's still pretty funny, dude. He
Okay.
is. I like him.
But if you were
like
just
him a lot.
introduced to him now,
Oh, I wouldn't.
Nah,
I would want to beat his little ass. I'd be like, I'm going to beat his little ass.
I think I'd shake Jaleel's hand and
I would.
say,
Full House.
Awful show.
Doesn't hold
the
up.
fucking worst show.
Loved it then.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're like, if I come out and I'm like, I mean, The Office is way funnier than Full House.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get a ton of people going like, oh, dude, Full House won
Right.
6 finals. Right.
How many
They were
rings
6-0 in the finals. Full house, bro. 6-0, bro. The office is soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't even play defense in the office.
Right. It's the same exact thing.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, bro, no. I understand that you give me a funny show now. All right. But who's the boss? Way funnier.
Right, yeah.
Angela.
Yeah.
You like that? You like that, Brad?
No, I like how I just wasn't there to catch the ball. You know what I mean?
He did throw to you.
Yeah,
too.
he's like,
give me
funny
one.
show right
now.
I'm like, what, dude?
Give me one. You did a bad job. You did a real bad job. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep this train rolling.
Power through.
Triangle?
Keep the triangle.
I'm
bad at
surprised.
this.
Sorry, I had taken myself out of the conversation unannounced.
I was trying to bring you into it.
You're all good. It was my bad.
What is a funny show now? That's like TV viewing.
Righteous
even watch TV.
Gemstones is funny.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of Impractical Jokers is always funny.
Watched it
There's
last night.
all of Tim Robinson
going
stuff.
to bed.
So you
I
have
was just gonna say, I think you should. I started the Detroiters. It's so good.
Detroiters
Yeah,
is real funny. I think you should leave is real funny. And I think they've got even more stuff in the works because
Awesome.
they're on a roll right
Him
now.
and that Zach Kanan
yeah,
dude.
and
Good.
Sam,
Oh,
who's
yeah,
with
yeah,
from
yeah.
Detroiters.
Yeah.
Like they're all.
Yeah, tight knit.
What's
group.
Detroiters? Like I've seen it, but I haven't seen it. I've seen
It's-
it there,
it's
and I
like-
know the guy.
Yeah,
It's like a sitcom
It is.
about them. Like there's a continuity to it as to where
Okay.
I think you should leave is a
It's sketch comedy.
it's sketch comedy
with
right?
a bit of continuity sometimes.
just
but
a little
yeah.
maybe here and there.
Right.
But it's sketch comedy.
Yeah.
Detroiters is actual.
a story.
It's a story. Yeah. It's a
Okay.
sitcom.
they're
it's really good.
They run their own like
Marketing
ad
firm,
agency.
yeah.
And they're funny.
and he
And it's all about Detroit and stuff, but it's really it's just really funny.
and he does the yelling thing,
There's a lot of screaming. Yes.
which I don't mean to downplay it because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And some of my favorite TikToks are that
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking do this. I didn't do fucking shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's his face too. His face is just a funny face.
I like when he goes from yelling to instant calm. One of my favorite ones is, I'm not going to explain the whole bit, but he yells, the whole time, and then the very end of it is, for 30 seconds of my life, I genuinely believe that they were monsters in this world. It's like, it's just the funniest shit, dude. I can't get it.
The zipline thing keeps popping up on my
Yeah,
TikTok.
boy, that's been
You'll
big
see him
lately.
on the
It's
zip
so
line.
Yeah.
funny though. It's still I've seen it a million times.
Yeah.
Still so funny. Brad, you got a pretty good one, dude. That's
got a good-
got a pretty good.
He's got a good Tim Robinson. He did an interview. I think you told me about this actually, where he said most of his characters are just based off of stuff that his son does.
Yeah,
And
it's like
that
it all
kind of
comes
makes
from-
me love him even extra because it's
Their
like,
kids.
yeah, he's just
You watch it and you can really see it. Yeah,
he's
you're like,
handling
okay.
things the way a child would, basically. The funniest sketch of all time. I'm glad you guys asked me. It's when the guy's like, "What's the problem? You don't know how to fucking drive?" And he goes, "No, I don't.
I
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm scared."
in that same skit, dude. The guy says something, Tim Robinson turns around, he grabs a steering wheel, and it's just like it fucking hurts him. He grabs it real hard, and he goes, "Oh, God!" It's just fucking in great pain. I don't know.
Anyway, you guys should watch
Yeah,
that.
the whoopee cushion one.
We should watch that.
Whoopee cushion one.
What's the joke, Laura? Is that my fart stinks so bad? Like, dude, it's all so good. Such a
Yeah.
great show. Something else funny,
Don't do
guys.
it.
Okay.
You know how...
I see your phone.
Yeah, you'll be scrolling through and something will come up. It'll be like, hey, here's a class action lawsuit against Snapchat for
Right.
using personal data.
Yeah.
This is an advertisement for a law firm. When I was constituting this morning, I came across one that blatantly is just, if you have been abused by P. Diddy,
Oh my God.
Dude.
ladies and gentlemen, just...
If you were a victim or a witness, go ahead, put that
to
up
P.
to the
Diddy
camera.
abuse.
There's
guys.
just a class action.
That's how much oil he had. Watch that.
No,
camera there.
they're
That's good.
long cords.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how much baby oil he had.
He had so much that there's a
Yeah.
class action lawsuit nationwide.
Dude.
Lawyers are looking for P. Diddy abuse victims. I don't mean to laugh
Yikes.
about that, but it
No.
is wild to me that this is akin to the same deal where it's like, hey, did Snapchat sell your personal information?
Right,
Did
yeah.
you use...
Did you get that weird dental implant?
Right.
That's,
Right. Did you use Chime from 2015 to 2017?
Yeah, and then this one's like, hey,
You've been huffing
did he get
asbestos.
You been diddled by Diddy, dude?
they get you.
Did he diddle it?
They get you.
All right.
He
More
got
like
you.
P.
Let's
Diddle.
do the music because
Gotcha. He
time.
got you.
guys, that was a lot of fun, huh?
That was a good time. I think I laughed twice,
got you.
nearly.
Same. Yeah, tears.
Yeah.
Actual
Yep.
tears.
Yeah.
You did a great job. You
Thank
did a
you.
great
You did a
job.
great
You
job.
did a
I'm
great
busy
job.
over here.
Just
I'm
get me
busy.
real quick.
Yep.
You did a
busy.
great job.
Enjoyed it, fellas.
Busy over here.
It was really fun.
All right. Derailed.